Beloved soul, this is not a coincidence. The fact that you are here, right now, reading and hearing this urgent message is itself a sign. The angels have been whispering, guiding, aligning every step you've taken up to this very moment. And now, they are speaking with power. You are chosen for a miracle. The heavens are not silent. When the divine realm releases a message this urgent, it is because the time of waiting has ended. The cycle of delay has been broken. The heaviness that you've carried, the nights you've wept silently, the prayers that seemed unanswered, today the angels confirm, a miracle has been released over your life. Understand this, a miracle is not random. It is not luck. It is not something that just happens. A miracle is heaven's deliberate interruption of your struggle, a divine rearrangement of what seemed impossible. And the angels are declaring over you today, you are chosen. Chosen means selected, handpicked, favored, and set apart. Do you realize what that means? Out of billions of souls walking this earth, heaven has extended its hand toward you, marking you for transformation. That is why you feel different, why you have endured tests others could not bear, why your spirit sometimes feels restless when everyone else seems comfortable. Because you are chosen. The angels are urgently pressing this message into your heart. Your miracle is at hand. This is not the time to give up. This is not the season to doubt. This is not the hour to shrink back into fear. You are standing at the edge of breakthrough. Right now, as you listen, there are alignments happening in the unseen. Doors are preparing to open that were once locked. People are being moved, shifted, positioned just for you. Resources are being released. Healing is stirring. Justice is awakening. And all of this is converging into what heaven calls your miracle moment. Beloved, pay close attention. Do not dismiss this as coincidence. The angels rarely speak with such urgency unless heaven has already decided to act. And they want you to know, you have not been forgotten. Every prayer has been counted. Every tear has been seen. Every injustice has been recorded. And now heaven responds. You are chosen for a miracle. And this word carries weight, because when the angels speak, creation must respond. When heaven decrees a word, the earth cannot resist. You are entering a time where the impossible will bow to the authority of God's hand over your life. So I urge you, lean in. Do not let distraction pull you away from this divine announcement. Because this is the moment that shifts your story forever. A miracle is heaven's deliberate interruption of the ordinary. It is when the hand of God reaches into the fabric of time and space, bending what is natural so that the supernatural may prevail. Miracles are not accidents, nor are they coincidences. They are the fingerprints of heaven imprinted upon your life, unmistakable and undeniable. When logic runs out, when science reaches its limit, when human hands can do no more, a miracle begins. Throughout history, miracles have been the divine language of God's power. The Red Sea parting, water transforming into wine, the blind receiving sight, the dead rising to life. These events were not simply for spectacle, but to reveal that the Creator is not bound by creation. What men call impossible, heaven calls easy. But here is the urgency. The angels are announcing that you are chosen for such a miracle. This is not the same as hoping or waiting for something to happen. To be chosen means heaven has already made a decision about you. You have been selected, handpicked, set apart, and stamped with divine favor. In a world of billions, the Creator has fixed His gaze upon you, and the angels now declare it aloud so you will no longer doubt. You are chosen. Why you? Why now? The angels reveal, because your story demands it. Look at the terrain of your journey. You have endured storms that could have destroyed you. You have carried burdens no one else could see. You have been misunderstood, underestimated, overlooked, and yet, here you are, still standing. Every valley you crossed, every tear you shed, every silent prayer you whispered in the dark, was not forgotten. Heaven has counted them all. And now the weight of those trials demands a divine response. You see, miracles are rarely given where they are not needed. They manifest where human strength collapses. They arrive where desperation cries out. And beloved, the angels say, your cry has reached heaven. The difficulties you faced were not meant to break you, but to prepare you. Every trial carved out a deeper well within you, a space that only heaven's living water could fill. Every rejection cleared the ground for divine redirection. Every delay stretched your faith so that when the miracle comes, you will recognize it, honor it, and steward it well. This is why you are chosen, because you have endured what others could not. And your endurance has qualified you for glory. But do not misunderstand, being chosen is not about earning or deserving. None of us could earn heaven's intervention. Being chosen is about God's grace and God's timing. He saw your pain, He measured your faith, and He decided, now is the moment for intervention. The angels emphasize this truth: your miracle is bigger than you. Yes, it will bless you personally. It will heal, restore, provide, and uplift, but it will also ripple outward. Your family will see it. Your friends will be touched by it. Even your enemies will witness it. Heaven intends for your miracle to be a testimony, a living declaration that God is real, present, and powerful. When the Red Sea parted, it wasn't just for Moses, it was for the entire nation of Israel. When David slew Goliath, it wasn't just his victory, it was proof to an entire army that God still fights for His people. And when your miracle manifests, it will not just lift you, but confirm to all around you that heaven is still moving in this generation. Chosen means sealed. What God has ordained for you cannot be stolen, cancelled, or delayed forever. It does not matter who doubts you, who rejects you, or who speaks against you, the word of the Lord stands firm. The angels are saying, your life will be proof of God's power. This is why your journey has been so unusual. This is why you often felt different, why you couldn't blend in with the crowd, why your path never looked like everyone else's. Because you were chosen for a miracle. And chosen ones cannot walk ordinary roads. Think of Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, imprisoned unjustly, and yet chosen to become second in command of Egypt. His suffering was preparation. His rejection was positioning. His tears watered the soil for a harvest of miracles that would save nations. And you, too, are walking in that pattern. What looked like loss was actually alignment. What looked like endings were actually beginnings. What looked like abandonment was actually heaven clearing space so you could see who truly stands with you. Do not despise your journey. Every scar has meaning. Every delay carried purpose. And now, as the angels declare, it all converges into this: your miracle moment has arrived. You are chosen, not by chance, not by luck, not by men, but by God Himself. And when heaven chooses, no earthly force can resist. The angels urge you to believe this fully. Doubt may try to creep in, whispering that you are unworthy or that nothing will change. But silence those lies with truth. Worthiness was never the requirement. Faith is. And your faith, even if it feels small, has already moved heaven. Beloved, hear this: miracles are not just events, they are identities. To be chosen for a miracle means your life is forever marked. You will not just witness God's power, you will embody it, carry it, and radiate it for others to see. So lift your head. Wipe your tears. Strengthen your heart. For the angels are proclaiming over you, you are chosen for a miracle, and the time is now. How can you know that heaven has already begun to move on your behalf? How do you discern that this word is not just for someone out there, but for you, right now? The angels have revealed clear indicators that your miracle is already unfolding in the unseen. Pay close attention, because when you recognize these signs, your faith will grow stronger, and your spirit will be anchored in expectation. Lately, you may have felt a stirring inside, almost like a holy discomfort. Things that once satisfied you no longer do. You sense there is more coming, even when you can't explain why. This is not anxiety, it is the Spirit of God preparing your heart for what is about to break forth. Restlessness is often the womb of miracles. When heaven is preparing to shift your life, it refuses to let you stay comfortable in the old. You have faced rejection, delays, or sudden endings that felt painful at the time. Jobs that slipped away, relationships that didn't work, opportunities that crumbled. But the angels want you to see these not as failures, but as divine protections. A closed door is often heaven's way of keeping you from lesser things, so you will be available when the greater blessing arrives. Look back carefully, you'll realize those closed doors saved you. When a miracle is in motion, heaven begins arranging encounters that seem random. You meet someone who offers unexpected help. You stumble upon the exact resource you've been praying for. A conversation opens a door you thought was permanently shut. These alignments are not coincidences, they are heaven's choreography. The angels are moving people, places, and resources into perfect position so that nothing can hinder the miracle appointed for you. Strangely enough, one of the strongest signs your miracle is near is that the opposition suddenly increases. Financial strain feels heavier, relationships seem to face unusual conflict, and even your emotions may feel under assault. Do not be discouraged. The enemy resists most fiercely when he knows heaven's intervention is close. This pressure is not evidence of defeat, it is confirmation that breakthrough is imminent. Perhaps your circumstances still look unsettled. Bills remain unpaid. The diagnosis hasn't changed. The situation looks the same. Yet, inside, you've noticed a strange and steady peace beginning to take root. This peace is not denial, it is heaven whispering, "It is already done." The storm may still rage, but your soul feels anchored. That is a divine indicator that the outcome has already shifted in the spirit realm. Have you noticed that certain memories, hurts, or past situations are resurfacing in your heart lately? This is not to torment you, but to prepare you. Before a miracle of restoration manifests, heaven often highlights what needs to be healed or released. The angels are nudging you to let go of bitterness, unforgiveness, and regret so that nothing blocks the full flow of your blessing. Emotional release is a major sign that your miracle is about to break through. Another sign is that you keep hearing or seeing the same message over and over. It may come through scripture, through a sermon, through a song, or even in casual conversations. Patterns begin to repeat, themes resurface, and you feel as if God is speaking directly to you again and again. This repetition is heaven's way of confirming what the angels have already announced: your miracle is in motion. If you've been waiting a long time, you may suddenly notice small signs of movement. Things that were stuck begin to shift, even slightly. A phone call comes after months of silence. A case that seemed frozen begins to progress. An apology arrives that you never expected. These small cracks and delay are evidence that heaven is already dismantling the barriers. The miracle may not be complete yet, but it is undeniably in motion. As your miracle approaches, your spirit becomes more awake. Some of you may notice an increase in vivid dreams, visions, or even strong intuitions. You may feel angelic presence more tangibly or sense guidance more clearly than before. This is heaven tuning your frequency so that you will not miss the moment when your miracle arrives. Pay attention to these nudges, they are divine road signs pointing to manifestation. One of the most subtle yet powerful signs is this: even though you thought you had no strength left, suddenly you feel able to keep going. You find yourself rising with courage you didn't know you had. Where you once wanted to quit, now you feel a strange resilience. That renewed strength is heaven's fuel, ensuring you endure long enough to step into the blessing. Another sign is the sense that time feels different. You feel pushed to act, to prepare, to align, because heaven is signaling that the appointed time has come. What you once postponed or neglected suddenly feels urgent. This is the Spirit urging you not to delay, because the miracle window is opening now. Beloved, these signs are not random. Look back over the past weeks or months. Can you see them? The restlessness, the closed doors, the sudden alignments, the strange peace, the unusual attacks, the repetitions, the resurfacing wounds, the increase in dreams, they all point to one truth: your miracle is already unfolding. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust this: miracles often manifest gradually in the spirit before they appear suddenly in the natural. What is being woven in the unseen is about to break into your reality. The angels want you to know this clearly: you are not waiting for something to begin, your miracle is already in progress. The seed has been planted, the roots are growing, and soon the fruit will appear. So hold fast. do not lose heart. Every sign is proof that heaven has remembered you, and your story is about to shift. Beloved soul, while your miracle has been released, heaven wants you to understand a vital truth. Every blessing requires preparation, and every breakthrough faces opposition. The miracle is certain, but there are obstacles that must be recognized and overcome so you can fully step into what God has already decreed. Miracles are not blocked by God, they are delayed or resisted by human doubt, spiritual opposition, or lack of readiness. The angels are shining light today on the main obstacles you may encounter and how to prepare for the miracle already in motion. The first and most powerful enemy of miracles is doubt. Doubt whispers, maybe it won't happen. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I misheard. Doubt clouds faith, and faith is the currency of heaven. Remember when Peter walked on water? As long as his eyes were fixed on Christ, he did the impossible. But the moment he doubted, he sank. The angels remind you, heaven has already chosen you. Your miracle is not based on your feelings but on God's word. When doubt rises, respond with declaration, I am chosen for a miracle. It is already unfolding. Speaking faith aloud silences doubt's power. The enemy rarely steals miracles directly. He distracts you until you let go of them yourself. Distractions may come through unnecessary arguments, sudden chaos, or even opportunities that look good but are not aligned with your destiny. Distraction drains focus and weakens spiritual alignment. But preparation means guarding your attention. Simplify your commitments. Be mindful of where your time and energy go. Heaven is moving now, you cannot afford to be scattered. Your miracle requires your focus, your faith, and your awareness. Perhaps the hardest obstacle is simply exhaustion. Waiting for a miracle can feel heavy when days turn into weeks, and weeks into years. Weariness whispers, it will never change. Yet the angels are urging you, do not faint in the final stretch. Like a runner in the last lap, your strength may feel depleted, but the finish line is closer than it appears. Miracles often manifest at the very moment we are tempted to give up. Heaven says, hold on just a little longer, for the shift is here. Fear disguises itself as caution, but its true aim is paralysis. It convinces you not to step forward, not to believe, not to prepare. Some fear the miracle itself, fear of responsibility, fear of change, fear of loss. But the angels declare, perfect love drives out fear. Heaven is not sending a blessing to harm you. Your miracle will not destroy you. It will elevate you. Release fear and embrace the new season with courage. If obstacles are the enemy's tools, preparation is your weapon. Preparation proves that you believe heaven's word and expect it to manifest. 1. Prepare with expectation. Speak and act as though the miracle is already done. If you believe provision is coming, begin organizing your finances. If you believe healing is near, envision yourself walking in full strength. Expectation aligns your behavior with faith. 2. Prepare with gratitude. Gratitude is the magnet of miracles. Before you see the full manifestation, give thanks. Thank God not only for what is coming but for what has already shifted in the unseen. Gratitude opens the gates for even more blessings. 3. Prepare with purity. Release bitterness, resentment, and heaviness. A miracle requires space. Just as a vessel must be empty to be filled, your spirit must release what no longer serves you. Forgiveness clears the channel for divine flow. 4. Prepare with action. Faith without works is dead. If you believe the miracle is yours, take practical steps toward it. If you are praying for opportunity, prepare your skills. If you are asking for restoration, be ready to rebuild. Miracles meet the prepared. 5. Prepare with prayer and stillness. Your connection to heaven must remain strong. Spend time in prayer, worship, and silence. These are not rituals, they are alignments. In stillness, you will hear divine instruction for the next step. 6. Beloved, the angels want you to know this. Preparation is not about forcing the miracle, but about aligning your heart, your mind, and your spirit so that when heaven's blessing arrives, you are ready to receive it fully. Do not be discouraged by obstacles, they are proof that something powerful is on the way. Doubt, distraction, fear, and weariness appear only because your miracle is significant. And with preparation, none of these can stop what heaven has already chosen for you. So rise in expectation. Guard your faith. Stay focused. Release the unnecessary. Give thanks. And prepare boldly, for your miracle is not just coming, it is already on the way. Beloved, your miracle has been declared. Heaven has already chosen you, and the angels have spoken with urgency. But the next question is this: how do you anchor it? How do you ensure that nothing steals, delays, or weakens what God has already placed in motion for your life? A miracle, though released in the Spirit, must be embraced in the natural. It is like rain falling from the sky. If there is no vessel prepared, the water runs off the ground and is lost. To anchor your miracle means to prepare your vessel, your faith, your heart, your actions, so that when the blessing falls, it remains with you. And the angels reveal keys to help you anchor and attract the miracle that is already yours. Words carry power. Life and death are in the tongue. If you declare fear, negativity, and doubt, you build resistance against the miracle. But if you declare faith, hope, and victory, you open wide the gates of heaven. Begin speaking aloud each day. I am chosen for a miracle. My blessing is already unfolding. Nothing can stop what God has ordained. Do not underestimate this. Your words create the atmosphere where your miracle lands. Let your speech be a sanctuary of faith. A vessel that is full cannot be filled again. In the same way, your spirit, mind, and even your daily life must have room for the miracle to take root. Ask yourself, what must I release so I can receive? Perhaps it is bitterness towards someone who wronged you. Perhaps it is clutter in your environment that keeps your mind restless. Perhaps it is an old belief that whispers, nothing will ever change. Clear the space. Release what weighs you down. Make room, for your miracle is too great to share space with baggage from the past. Miracles are not random. They flow through alignment. Stay close to heaven through prayer, meditation, scripture, and moments of silence. This is where you hear divine instructions, nudges, and confirmations. Just as a satellite dish must be pointed toward the signal, your spirit must stay aligned with God to receive fully. The angels say, do not let noise drown the signal. Protect your alignment. Gratitude is one of the strongest forces in the spiritual realm. When you give thanks before the miracle arrives, you demonstrate faith that it is already done. Gratitude pulls the unseen into the seen. Begin each day listing 3 things you are thankful for, including what you are still believing for. Say, thank you for my miracle, even before I see it. This gratitude anchors the blessing and attracts even more. Faith is not passive. It moves, prepares, and expects. If you are praying for provision, start managing the resources you already have with wisdom. If you are asking for healing, start envisioning what life will look like in full strength. If you are believing for restoration, take steps toward reconciliation. Action does not force the miracle, it signals your readiness to steward it. The flow of miracles increases when you become a channel of blessing. When you pour out encouragement, kindness, or even small acts of generosity, you mirror heaven's nature. And what you release returns multiplied. Ask yourself, who can I bless today? Even the smallest act creates ripples that attract divine favor back to you. Miracles manifest in their appointed time. Anchoring your miracle means trusting God's timing, even if the full manifestation is not yet visible. Patience is not passive waiting, it is confident expectation. The angels say, do not rush the seed. Its fruit is inevitable. Continue watering your faith daily, knowing that what is planted must bloom. Beloved, anchoring your miracle is not about forcing heaven's hand, it is about aligning yourself so deeply with God's will that nothing can shake what has already been spoken. Speak it. Make space. Stay aligned. Give thanks. Take action. Bless others. Wait with patience. These are not burdens, they are invitations to live in the flow of heaven. And as you walk in this posture, your miracle will not just arrive, it will remain. You will not only receive, you will carry, protect, and multiply what heaven has given you. For the angels declare, you are chosen, and your miracle is anchored in faith.